sunglasses. This isn't fair.
It's never not loud, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Jeremy Jacobowitz here, Sydney from Luxury Butter.
Hey guys.
This is all about food adventures all over the world, and today we're at Peter Luger's, a real classic, a real institution right here in Williamsburg. I've been here, but it's been a few years. You've never been here.
I've never been. It's been on my list forever.
Yeah.
And finally getting to check it off the list today.
Yes, we're going to get a nice little private tour, actually, by the owner. Then we're going to get some steak. We're going to cheeseburger because it's lunchtime.
Woo! You guys, I'm so excited for this cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I want it so bad.
And just eat. It's a real, you're here for a few months. I feel like this is like going to kick off your New York City experience.
Exactly.
With the classic.
Pretty much.
Great.
Let's do it.
You can't think of restaurants in New York City without thinking of Peter Luger's. It's been around for over 130 years, even older than the Williamsburg Bridge. And over that time, not much has changed. You're still getting some of the best steaks in New York City with unparalleled service.
How you doing? Welcome to Peter Luger. How can I help you?
But some things do change, as Sydney and I are actually the first influencers ever invited into the restaurant. And showing us around is the VP and GM, David Burson.
Oh, God damn it. Hit my head already.
We start off by heading downstairs into the meat locker.
Here, just to give you an idea, the fresh meat comes in all the way on the far end of the box. It then works its way down as it ages, in theory. Once it reaches here, it's kind of at the end. We also use this box to kind of supplement the aging, I guess you could say. Once it's ready to be aged, Mo will butcher it like he's doing now. And then it's kind of brought upstairs. It's a pretty easy process.
Like, can you tell us by looking at it, like, okay, this is ready to go, or is it just time and hoping?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
So you want it to be really dry, and it'll be easier to show you kind of in the other room, but it should be kind of porous, like a rock. And basically what happens is they cut a really thin layer for a cut off both ends, which have become desiccated. And so once you cut that, it'll look like a normal steak.
While we were down there, they were actually preparing the hamburger patties for the day, which get about a 70-30 mix of meat to fat. It's not exactly the same depending on the cut, so every burger is actually a little different. Now that we saw how the meat was prepared, it's time to go into the kitchen to see how it's made.
Whoa. The bacon. I like that.
We start off with the burger.
Once the burgers are hand ground, 8-ounce patties, cooked to order on our broilers, all that's going to go on it is a bit of kosher salt.
Burgers are given a nice layer of salt and into the broiler, which can reach temperatures of almost 1,000 degrees.
Oh, it is steamy.
We order with American cheese, so that goes on top. Of course, we also had to get the steak for two.
New York?
Oh.
New York? Yeah! I'm so bad with meat cuts. Woo!
That's then put under the same 1,000 degree broiler.
Damn. The fat is just like full rendering. It's like dripping.
Clarified butter is then put onto a plate. And halfway through cooking, the steak is taken out and put onto that butter before being sliced up. It's then put back into the oven to finish cooking.
Holy shit!
Very nice, here you go. Our delicious burger. cook a little more.
Oh. All right, well, a long time later after leaving the kitchen
Yes.
to get through the photos and for at least me to recover from the heat. It was hot in there. We
Very hot.
have all of our food.
I mean,
We've been picking at the fries, to be fair.
it's true.
But what do you want to eat first?
I don't know. What should we?
I really
do we
want
want
the-
to talk about anything? Should we start the burger?
I really want the burger.
Okay, let's start with the burger.
All right.
All right. Napkins are very important here. I've already spilled on myself.
I mean, you
which
also
is
wore a white shirt.
The
so.
most not surprising thing in the entire world. So we watched this being made. The broiler. What?
Yes, we did watch it being made.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes.
I forget what I'm doing here. Yeah, it was really hot. Okay, so it's a really big patty, American cheese, and then
The onion.
a pretty thickly sliced white onion. I'm gonna take out the onion.
All right.
I can't deal with the raw. I don't like raw onion. All right, cheers. Whoa,
It's packed with flavor.
you immediately get the dry aged taste. A little funky going on. All the juices are just running through. I think this bun is really interesting too. It's not a brioche bun.
No, it's not brioche.
It's super, super, super soft and like very airy in its inside, but it's almost chewy on the outside and crunchy,
Yes.
right?
It's almost like a Kaiser roll.
But I think the outside has more of like
Uh,
you can hear it a little
Yeah.
bit. I've never had a burger taste like this before.
yeah, people always ask me what my favorite burger is. And I remember this to be my favorite, but it was so many years ago. I was like, oh, this is good, but it's 5 years ago. It's so fucking great. So good. Because it's simple. That's what I like
insane.
about it.
And I'm like
Yeah.
a thin patty gal.
I like that it's simple. It's simple but complex. Because you look at
Right.
it and you're like, oh, a simple burger, American cheese, whatever. But then obviously we saw what went into it. It's not a simple process.
Right.
It's a very unique process for a burger. And like you bite it, it's almost like your brain is expecting something, but then it goes somewhere totally other than that, and you're like, oh shit.
That's so good.
And the fries. Yeah,
I actually love a thick cut fry like this.
I do too. I like tasting potato in the fries. I don't like when they're too crispy. These
Yeah,
are like
you're
the
right.
best of both worlds.
It's a good balance between like thickness of potato, crunchy outside, and I think it being thicker, it's actually more surface area to have juices on, Also, it's cooked in beef tallow, so they're super crispy, and you just like get the beefiness flavor going through every bite, whether it's like the burger or the fries, or if you dip it into steak juices,
So, I mean, if you come here and you're a vegetarian, one, maybe wrong choice, but two, you can order the fries,
No, don't.
which is the best part.
Don't do it. I do think it's always kind of funny though. There's like always that vegetarian friend, or like I knew someone who was gluten-free, and he would order meatballs,
And not realize
and I
what
knew
binds
that
them
there was
together.
but he wasn't gluten-free. He wasn't. He said he had celiac. He didn't. Does that make me an awful friend? No, I don't.
Actually, I think it makes you a good friend.
Yeah, but it's someone like who says they're vegetarian and they're like, "I'll just get the fries," and you just sit there and you're like,
Okay.
the moment
Main
we've
event
all
time.
been waiting for. What is that? Is that
Fox?
Okay, I don't know.
You guys can tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, what piece shall we take?
I don't know.
This one, I feel like is calling my
I
name.
knew you were gonna take that one.
Well, that
It's
one and the one
because
next
it's the
to it.
easiest choice. That's why. Minimal work.
Well, I want one in the middle.
Well, where
Get a
I'm
nice,
gonna
like,
sit here and like
get a nice
fucking
medium rare,
control
you know?
them. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I want this one.
Because that one's been sitting in the juice
It's
the
been
most.
sitting in the juices. Just, I mean, guys.
We could do an ASMR video instead. Just 5 minutes of us
I
doing
just choked on myself thinking of that. I like how simple it is. Like, you taste steak. obviously, but like that's it. I think. I mean, it's just salt.
I
It was
say we
literally
saw the
salt and
preparation.
clarified
It's just
butter.
salt.
And I think sometimes with steakhouses, people try to like put on all this like seasoning and they smoke it and do all this stuff, and this is like really honoring
It's
the
also
meat and
it's
the whole
covering up the work that it takes to get to
Right.
that step. Also,
Exactly.
it's salty. It's sticky. It's meaty. It's not hiding anything. None of these flavors are hidden by stuff,
No.
as you said. Classic. I mean, there's a reason. You know, the restaurant's
Yeah.
been around for 100 and
Over 50 years, over 150 years.
over 150
150
years. They're
years.
doing something right. Why mess with perfection? You know.
Exactly. And just the crust that develops from broiling it, you get like that super that super thick crust, but then the inside it just like locks in all of the moisture on the inside, and obviously dry aging it helps with that too, but it's just like that extra amount of yumminess inside.
Okay. Well, your first time here. You've waited forever to come here.
I have. It's been on my list forever.
What do you think?
I dig it. I think
Yeah.
overall, I love just being in such an old school space
Mm-hmm.
and just learning about the history of it. I love a place like that. And then I think when the food matches up to my expectations, what else do you need?
Great experience. Yeah. I mean, what you guys should know is the burger is only available for lunch. And to me, that
Ooh,
is
I
the
didn't know
move.
that.
Yeah, so it's only lunch thing. So that is the move. Listen, you're coming to a steakhouse, you get a steak. Me personally, I like having a couple pieces of steak because I'm here, want to appreciate it. I can appreciate it, but it's not my favorite thing in the whole world. Like, I'm very happy sitting here eating French fries and steak. Although without getting steak, you don't have the jus to dip it into. So you
Right.
definitely need that. Maybe like steak for the table, get some sides.
Oh yeah, I think
get a
this
burger.
is definitely like, I mean, unless you want to go for it and eat this whole thing. Listen, I fully support that, but I think the move is, this is called a steak for two, I believe, right? So you can get a steak for two. I suppose there's a steak for one. So you get steak for two, get a thing of cream spinach, some fries, and a burger.
A burger for lunch, yeah.
That'd be a pretty ideal lunch. You might need to take a nap after. Maybe your boss won't be so happy about it, but you know.
All right, well, there you go. The perfect order at Peter Luger's. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to comment below, let us know what your favorite thing we ate here was. If we missed anything in the menu, I guess, let us know that too. And notification bell, that's something you could hit. And I guess until next time,
Peace out.
bye.